The earlier you are in your career, the more interesting and more relevant your experience is to be posting on social media. I'm Hutch, I'm a producer and executive producer, and now I run a community full of independent film creators who are networking, collaborating, and bringing amazing projects to market. That's called the Film Insider Community, and you can find the link for that in my bio. Now, this is something that I struggled with personally because when I thought about posting on TikTok, I felt like for my own security, for my own self esteem, I needed to have achieved enough to feel worthy of talking out loud. And now I'm doing this every day. I see that that was in my head. That was a limitation that I had placed on myself. And actually, the information and the advice that I have, most of the really important stuff is way too niche to talk about on social media, right? it's like it's like really deep monetization and marketing stuff for film. And that is very useful for people that sort of enter my orbit and want that level of information. But most people are not here for that information. They're here for a much more general view of the industry and of the independent industry in the UK. And I thought a lot about this. And some of the most useful TikToks that I've seen are people who are in their first running gigs or, doing their first few jobs on independent film. And I realized that there is this upside down value that the earlier you are in your career, the more important your advice is, because there are way more people who are trying to get that first step, that first break into the industry. And talking to people who have recently done that is really, really important. Now, that's obviously something that we try to instill in our film insiders, in the community that I run, because whatever you're doing, whatever your point in your career you are at, you need to talk to someone who's just recently done that. Like, talking to someone who did it 10 years ago isn't that useful because the landscape has changed. But talking to people who are actively doing it, who have recently done that, is super, super important. So if you are somebody who is early in your film career, please consider documenting and talking about it. It will get you opportunities. It will, give you a platform for the future, but also you will be providing such incredible value to the independent film community that alone is worth doing it for. And also, I don't know if you know this, but the reason that the influencers do really well in other industries is because they have affiliate products. And my community, the Film Insider community, has an affiliate product. And so that hopefully might tip the scales into, not making social media pay loads of money, but enough to continue going, to make it worthwhile going. So consider that.